Hello, everybody.
Oh, are we? Oh, we're live.
Yes, we are live. I was doing my deep thought,
Deep thought voice.
my deep thought
Deep
thought
thought.
pose. So I know one person that's watching us is Virginia.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know who the other person
It
is.
might be me, or
Probably
I
you.
don't know. I can't get mine to. I can't get this to. I can't get this to work. What the heck?
Hey, everybody.
Hi, y'all. Welcome. I can't get my phone to work. My phone doesn't want to work.
She's having technical issues.
I'm assuming we're doing okay. There we go. I gotta get comfortable.
Uh-huh.
Got lots to talk about today. Just
Oh.
kidding, really, we don't. But I mean, we can always find stuff to talk about. It's Disney.
I mean,
It's Disney.
you know.
It's Disney and other stuff.
I know it's hard for people to come and watch us when the NASCAR race is on right now.
I was gonna say no. Sorry, I fixed my hair. Okay. Now I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking at the camera.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, y'all. I'm Lori.
And I'm Julian.
And we are JLV Moments and More. Welcome to our Sunday live stream where we talk
nonsense.
Just crazy stuff.
We just talk.
Mainly Disney.
Hey, Harlan.
Hi, Harlan. Tell Angie I said hi.
Yes, tell everybody we said hi.
Yeah. Hey, Cassie. Oh my gosh, girl. Haven't seen you in forever.
Oh, hey, Cassie.
Hi. I know you just went to Disney a couple of weeks ago, if I remember correctly. That's awesome. Jelly. Total jelly.
Very jelly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you seem really with it today.
Well, okay, just so everybody knows, I got a job now. I work at Sam's Club. And I work on the morning shift, so I go in at 4 a.m.
So somebody's very tired.
I have been up since 3 a.m.
I kind of was up since 3 a.m. too. I mean, I went back to sleep, but.
And I have not taken a nap.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
she says she misses you.
I said I miss her too.
Yeah. I have had some coffee. Yes, I think you said that.
Okay. Yeah.
I have had some coffee, but I need more.
Yeah. Happy Memorial Day.
Yes.
Which is tomorrow, but
this is the weekend.
So, so thank you to trying to remember what Memorial Day is again. Oh my gosh.
Thank you to all those who gave their lives serving our country.
Yep. Well, because there's Veterans Day.
Which are for the people who are still alive.
And then, is that the only thing we have in the United States? We do have Flag Day.
Well, we have 4th of July. And then there's
Labor Day is more, it's for the labor, like that's workers kind of stuff. But
yes, very early, Harlan, very early.
Yes.
But I'm honestly, when I worked at the other company, I worked just about every freaking schedule there was. So it doesn't bother me no bit.
We just need to make sure he's awake at 7 o'clock on a Sunday when we do all of these things.
Mm-hmm. And I really do need more coffee.
Yeah, need more coffee. Well, you can always get some more coffee. I can hold the stream while you get more coffee.
You sure about that?
Yeah, because I'll talk Disney until we're blue in the face.
You definitely would.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Disney.
Yes.
Until somebody had to get on her computer and mess up the stream.
Well, I have a lot more Disney Insight and Fives coming up, so taking advantage of the weekend and doing a bunch of those. So
they'll be coming up when I finish editing them.
So my lovely editor, that's what he'll be doing tomorrow. And
I have to honestly, I need to make videos for my channel. I've been slacking on my channel and I apologize to anybody who's watching that is a subscriber on my channel. I've had like content block. It's a pain. It's a tough right now coming up with ideas for my channel.
Well, it's tough too because you've put yourself for your channel as stuff you buy and open, and obviously that's a pricey thing to do, and so we've had to take a massive step back from being able to just go to the random store and buy stuff.
Yes.
And open things. And so, yes, the direction you're heading isn't exactly the most financially sound direction.
Now, here's the thing, though. I do have a lot of stuff. I do have several boxes that I have not opened. So I have stuff. It's just I'm trying to come up with ideas for my channel.
Yeah.
If any
No.
of you don't know, it's Juju's Collectibles Corner.
Yeah. And
Um,
I agree with you, Harlan. It's the biggest thing is
I know.
posting daily, and um,
I need to
that
start.
was
I'm trying to come up with ideas like what Lori's doing with this channel, with the Disney Insight in 5, doing some short little videos. I have some ideas about going through my collection of stuff, so that's what I'll probably start with that here in this week and do some little videos on that.
okay. You need to stop being so depressed right now.
It's not that I'm.
I feel like
It's
I'm
not
at
that I'm.
Eeyore right now. Like,
It's not that I'm depressed. It's
oh,
that
Father.
I'm tired.
Okay, well, there's
I'm
coffee in the
just
other room.
tired.
I had an energy drink, so because I'm
But
trying to find sugar-free energy drinks, and I'll tell you what I found is, and thank you to Allison. You know who you are. If you ever get a chance to watch this, thank you for recommending because I tried. What was the brand? I can't even remember the name of the brand now. It's in the
Alani,
refrigerator. Alani New,
Alani New,
and very good,
sugar free,
sugar free.
sugar free.
Well, yeah, okay, not everything is, I mean, but it's only 10 calories a can. And honestly, I took one earlier today and I'm awake. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend it 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock at night before you go to bed, but
Unless you're going to be up late.
unless you're going to be up late, then maybe that's what you do.
So,
But highly recommend it. It was actually really good.
yeah, it wasn't bad. It was Hawaiian shaved ice was the flavor.
Was the flavor. Yeah, it has
wasn't
different
too
flavorings.
bad.
It was a little on the sweeter side, so if you're not looking for sweet, super sweet, maybe there's other things out there. But sometimes you just need that little extra kick, and coffee just doesn't get it. So yeah, which is you are shaking everything like crazy. All right, Eeyore.
Well, thankfully the camera's not shaking, just the TV
it's
is
just
shaking.
the TV is shaking. Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I'm noticing it's all like what's shaking, but it's okay.
The camera's up there. Yes, we're
Got
using
it.
that camera.
Okay, that camera. So we're good. Yeah, I guess if we were using this one, it would be like looking at your shirt.
Yeah. But we have the two cameras, and I'll do both.
Cassie, I just saw your message. No, go ahead.
I'll do both cameras. One is doing video, but they're both doing audio, so that we have better audio coming through. Because we need to work on our audio. I noticed that.
Oh, hey, Eric.
Hey,
Cassie,
Eric.
I just saw your message. I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention because I'm trying to look at the camera. So I take it you didn't get to go to Disneyland, but Josh got to go. So I'm a little jealous.
Very jealous.
Definitely.
Especially with the 70th going on.
Yeah.
They got some really nice merch over in Disneyland right now for the 70th.
Yeah. Lots of fun stuff coming out of
Disneyland.
A
lot of really fun, cool stuff.
It looks really fun. But Disney World is obviously closer to us, so that's where we head.
Now, Disneyland is on our bucket list.
It is on the bucket list.
And didn't you actually say you actually have gone?
But you were like... to Disneyland when I had just turned 5. So it was that December for Christmas.
So she really don't know.
Yeah, I have images, but I asked my parents. So let's see if I can... I'll cliff note this. So I had family that lived in San Diego, California for a handful of years. And my grandparents would go out and visit for periods at a time. Like they wouldn't just go for 1 week. They would go for a length of time. And so from my recollection, my grandparents would actually go to Disneyland with the youngins. Not quite a bit. They did go a couple times. And I remember seeing slides from Disneyland, like when they would go, and then we'd go and visit them in St. Louis at Christmas, and they would have slides from their trip.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked my dad if they still had all those slides, and apparently they do. So the next time we go to visit them, I want to see if these slides, now granted, these slides are 40 years old, we'll say. So I don't even know if they're still visible. Like, I mean, we're talking pictures, and I don't know. But
I think my mom still has negatives from pictures that she took with her old Minolta.
Well, and that's what these would be. These would be negatives. My grandfather loved taking the negatives, and I remember him having the little slide, the cardboard things that you could put together, and so he would make slides from these pictures that he took. Yep. And then, of course, he'd show us at Christmas. And as a kid, they were so boring. But
As an adult, they're
as
probably
an
not
adult,
as.
there's probably some stuff that's very exciting. So I'll let you guys know when we get a chance to do that. But
Yeah, that'd be kind
okay,
of cool to
so I'm
find.
sorry. I'm gonna get back to you. Hi, Eric. I want to make sure we said hi to you, and then Cassie. Oh,
38
wait. Okay, 38 days to Walt Disney World or 38 days to
Disneyland.
Disneyland. Which one are you
Which
going
one?
to? So
Or
let us know, or both.
both
I
of
mean, I
them.
know she technically could do both.
Mm-hmm.
She could. I mean, I'm sure that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Disneyland is celebrating their 70th, so they
Yes.
got lots of
A
stuff
lot
going
of
on
lot of
there.
cool. I
Yep.
We every now and then we'll turn on Coda the bear.
Coda the bear. Yep.
He is the Disneyland streamer. And he's friends with Ron on the Go, who streams over here at Walt Disney World. Funny enough, Ron is actually over at Disneyland right now streaming.
So when we're done, go to Ron on the Go. Please.
Yeah, go check
don't
out.
Go now. Check it out later.
With the time, so with the time difference, he'll be streaming for quite a while.
Oh, by the way, y'all.
Did you see that?
Oh.
So we might have weather coming our way. Be careful, Harlan.
Be careful, Harlan.
Get everything ready. Get that interior room.
So just so you guys know, it is Disney World. Thanks, Cassie. It is Sunday. We are officially on summer vacation, and anything can happen. And so we're gonna have a guest visitor right now. My phone is going off like crazy.
Well, she just sent you.
Cassie, you're saying
because she sent you a picture.
Got it. Okay.
She sent you a picture of the bag.
Got it. Cassie's sending me pictures.
Yes. So yes, spring.
Cool.
Summer vacation has started, and apparently Lori just got really jealous of the bag you got.
Oh, okay. So we got to talk about this bag. I wish I could like do a boom like this, like push, like Tony Stark, push it on the screen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. I don't know if we can show that. This is. Can you not? Yeah. Okay. That kind of works. So that is a book bag. You can't see the writing on it, but it's from Walt Disney. Well, it says Walt Disney. It's from Burbank, California. So Cassie, I'm assuming
that is cool.
Disney Studios bag he brought me back. So I'm assuming this is a
from the Disney
cast member only because he works for Disney. So I'm assuming this is a. But it does say Loungefly on it.
Yeah, and it's a Walt Disney Studios.
It does say Loungefly on it. Oh, that's
pretty
so cool.
I actually, I got some Loungefly stuff to show.
Oh, that's true. You did get some Loungefly.
So our neighbor forgot that he had these. Didn't even know that they had gotten them. They had ordered some Funko Pops, and they had gotten some Sanderson Sisters Loungefly pins, and he gave them to me the other day. I love the Sanderson Sisters. Hocus Pocus is an awesome movie. But these are Loungefly pins. So this is my first Loungefly pin set that I've gotten. And I love the Sanderson Sisters. Cast member studio special.
Got it. Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a nice bag.
I am jealous.
Yeah.
That's, again, triply jealous. By the way, that was our daughter, Virginia, Jenny. So there. So we'll get interrupted, I'm sure, from time to time. Yeah.
Especially because she's really kind of gotten the bug to do videos.
Yeah. So we have our first.
We had our first one with her called Disney Kid Talk.
Disney Kid Talk. Yes.
When it was pretty much it's the kids' perspective of things that go on at Disney.
And I did go back, and it is posted, so you can go back and see it.
It's on our channel. It's
about 15 minutes long.
Yep.
And what I did notice is that I do kind of lead the conversation. So I apologize. It was the first time I've done a video with our daughter, and so I'm trying to, again, the whole point is to get her perspective. Now, what I'm finding, and I'm sure anyone that has had kids will understand this too. You really need to.
Sorry.
To pep it up there, dear. Pep it up.
It's been 3 a.m.
I know. You need to pep it up. One of the things that I did find was that I'm trying to talk here. Is that we've done a lot of things with her at Disney, but she doesn't remember. So the trip that we went on this past time, and we went to Hollywood Studios, but it was more a cruise trip. But there's just a lot of things she does not remember doing, and so it's just a reminder that it's still at that age. They're so young and their brain just doesn't, they absorb certain things, but not everything. And so the cool part is that it's like all new for her.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be watching the YouTubes and she'll say, I don't remember doing that here.
Yep.
For us, it's like, yeah, we did that probably 20 times.
Yeah.
I know, with you.
Thank you, Cassie. Yes, they are. They're really cool. I don't even think I'm going to open them.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Especially with it being Loungefly, I would totally keep it that way.
Yeah, because I have some other Sanderson Stitcher Hocus Pocus pins. I got a couple of the mystery boxes. I actually had the whole set of one of the mystery pin boxes from a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm missing a couple on the other set that they came out with the following year.
Yeah.
So eventually I'll have to go buy them on eBay, which I don't like doing.
Yeah, because you never know what you're going to get off of eBay. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so we'll do more of the Disney
Disney Kid Talk.
Disney Kid Talk videos. So we'll get some more of those out.
I do have a video. I do have an instructional video of her that I need to put on.
Oh yes, she's been asking to make sure.
I need to get that up this weekend.
Yeah. So we'll have a few more Jenny.
So nice little short that she did.
Yeah, and then of course the Disney Insight in 5 videos. We'll get those going. We'll get more of those up.
I think Megan just said she'll be on in a little bit.
I think we're missing a day or two, but that's okay. It's the holiday weekend and things got a little crazy, but we'll get more out there. But if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know.
I had a video all set to go for like the last 3 or 4 days.
Are you gonna blame me for this?
But
you're gonna blame me for this. You are gonna blame me for this.
Not naming names or anybody. Took a really long time to give me a description and a thumbnail.
It's all my fault.
So I'm not naming any names.
No, you don't need to, because there's only one other person in this household that would have done that.
I mean, Virginia just she wasn't
Megan.
ready. Hey Megan.
Hi.
So, but I have everything now that I need, and I will get it listed tonight, so that I can get it published tomorrow, and we'll have our first video of the week for tomorrow.
And so the cool thing too is I did put out on the Facebook page. Actually, I put it on my own personal Facebook page. If anybody had any ideas, I could definitely use. And I just want to thank everyone that came up with so many ideas. Yeah. Yes, Julian came up with some too. When he got home, he gave me a whole list.
I did it while I was on lunch at work.
Yeah. But I have written everyone down, and then I came up with some of my own, and I can't wait. So what's nice is that they're 5 to 6 minutes long. Well, they're tough because it's Disney topics.
We're gonna change it from Disney Insight in 5 to Disney Insight in about 5, maybe a little over.
But it's tough. It's so tough to put it in 5 minutes, especially when it's a certain topic that I just love to talk about.
And she can go on.
And I can go, and you all know me, I can go on forever.
So we might be starting a series called Disney Insight in 1 hour.
Well, you never know. You never know what might come out of this. You never know what might come out of this. Yep. Weather's starting to come in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here in the next.
I was going to say, hopefully our internet connection stays the same. And if you are joining us, even if you're ninja watching, which is the term ninja watching, throwing it out there means that you're just watching and not talking, and that's totally fine. But if you're ninja watching or anything like that, please please make sure you subscribe and like and all that fun stuff, and hit that notification bell so you've got all the insight coming through. And hi, Angie. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are doing well and staying safe. Wait, Angie's.
She's up in Tennessee.
Yeah, hopefully you're staying safe, because I know there's some weather coming through there.
Yeah, weather coming through.
Seriously, the brain just doesn't want to keep everything
real quick, it's kind of a little bit off topic. One of the meteorologists here in Georgia posted a map of all the tornadoes that have actually been recorded so far this year, and it's crazy how Tornado Alley has now shifted more to the east, to where it's now coming more through the southern part of Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, and then going up to Michigan. And it's like Oklahoma has had like a very few this year so far compared to everywhere else in the Midwest, or I should almost say, mid central, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it.
Yeah.
Storms just passed them.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. I
That's
know.
good. Thank you.
That's good. Yeah. I'm glad you're safe and
Hopefully the
everyone's safe.
road doesn't wash out like it did last time when you got all.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
the
tell
rain
ya.
wasn't that crazy.
The weather around here, well, and that's one of my videos is I talk about weather in Florida. Because the reality
Coming
is
soon.
coming soon. Because the reality is you never know what you're going to get, even in Georgia, even in
especially
Tennessee, even in Kentucky,
especially during the summer in Florida. It could rain at the drop of a hat, and then rain again like 3 hours later for like 5 minutes, and then maybe 4 hours later you'll get an hour-long rain. And
oh wait, in between all of that, it'll be blue sky,
Yeah.
no clouds.
No
You won't even
clouds.
know that it rained except for a puddle.
Exactly.
Or all that kind of stuff.
And then you'll get the obligatory sun shower,
Yep.
somewhere between
It's all
12
over
and
the
3.
And no, Disney does not have a bubble put over the top of it. I keep hearing, wouldn't that be nice? Biodome Disney or something like that.
Well, now
Biosphere, is that what they call
supposedly
it?
the rumor is that the new park in Abu Dhabi
Oh, it's going to be indoors.
is going to be indoors.
That's true. That was the rumor.
So that's a rumor. I don't know how true that is,
Well,
but
it is Abu Dhabi. You kind of need to.
it's going to be hot. So
I mean, we're talking like closer to the sun hot. Do you think Florida's hot?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi. Have you watched the weather there? I mean, gorgeous area, I'm sure, but have you watched the weather? It's like hot, and more hot.
Yeah.
Julian's got stuff in the way, so that's why I can't see what's going on here. I'm going to move this real quick so I can actually see.
Yes, thank goodness
Yes.
they do have so many
Yep.
options to jump into when it does start to downpour
Yep.
for like 2 minutes.
And that's a really great point, Megan, in the fact that I don't think a lot of people, when they're preparing their Disney trip, get that. I don't think they understand that. That you may be hot outside, but jump into a store. And cast members aren't going to kick you out.
No, they're not going to.
Like, they're going to let you stay in there. So, I mean,
and we've gone into like one of the I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's that first store right before you get to the World Showcase. That's right there.
Creations, if I remember correctly.
No, not Creations.
The World Showcase store.
Yeah. We've been in that store where it was like shoulder to shoulder because everybody was getting out of the rain because it was downpouring.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, it stops and everybody was back outside.
Yep. Yeah. As I said, I haven't seen them kick anybody out.
No,
or you
don't.
just go out and enjoy the rain and get absolutely soaked and hope to God that you brought an extra pair of tennis shoes with you.
Honestly,
to the park, but to the resort.
If in the past, if it's lightly raining, I just walk around.
Yeah.
I enjoy it cools me off.
Yeah. If it's heavy downpour though, I'm not.
We're running inside somewhere.
But we've been caught in some very interesting rainstorms ourselves. And again, you just find the place, and I will tell you my favorite rainstorm story. This was years ago. We were at Disney. We were at Epcot with your mother-in-law and her friend. Your mother, my mother-in-law. I'll get there, and her friend. And Virginia was maybe all of 7 months old. I think it was that July that we took her. And it started, we were at Aker House for, how do you say that, in Norway.
Aker House, yeah. Aker House.
Aker House. We were there for lunch or dinner. I think it might have been dinner.
Probably lunch.
And we were leaving and it just, downpoured. So we beelined it for it's no longer there anymore. It was one of like Ellen's Adventure area, or I can't remember. Again, it's no longer there. It's where Communicore is now.
Where they had Sadness and Big Hero 6.
Yeah, they had I don't remember what it was originally used for. I think it was Ellen's Adventure or something like that. But anyway,
that was also where they had Captain EO and everything back in that building.
Yeah. But anyway, it was downpouring. And your mom's friend had Virginia. We had this cover over the stroller, and she's like, "I'll just take her. I'll get wet. No big deal." So she was behind us, and we beelined it, and she came in behind us. And Virginia was dry except for the seat of the stroller. So Virginia's diaper was almost like we had dropped her in a pool. It was so wet. And it
Mhm.
rained quite a bit. I think it rained for a good hour plus that day.
Something like that.
That we did get back to where we needed to go, whether it was a resort and that kind of stuff. But I just remember that like the whole top part of Virginia was dry, but the whole butt was just sopping wet. And good times, good little memories.
They said they had to spend 45 minutes in the UK.
Oh darn. Oh well, those stores are small though.
Yes, that is
wait,
true.
wait,
They
wait. In the UK, were you guys in Rose and Crown by any chance? Because I just would have been living it up on the drinks, but I'm guessing you weren't. You were probably in one of the other stores.
over in the Pooh Bear store.
Yeah, the Pooh Bear store. My nose itches today. It's definitely. We need rain. Stop.
Yes, I pick on her a lot.
Yes, he does. Ellen's Energy Adventure.
It used to be called the Nap Ride. Yeah, I could. Oh yeah.
For us, that's
Spaceship
that was
Earth.
Spaceship Earth, and then Haunted Mansion. Over
Yeah,
at Magic Kingdom.
Virginia would take
Yeah.
She would take naps on Haunted Mansion.
Those were great rides too to get air conditioning,
Mhm.
and then again she would just fall asleep, and that was her good little 15-minute nap when she was little.
Oh, it was a merch store.
Those stores are small. Those are tiny when you're doing this. Those stores are small. Too bad.
Well, that's also because they also had the Coca-Cola place over there too.
Oh yeah,
That Coca-Cola was over there.
Yeah, which is now back behind Creations,
yep.
And you can still get your Beverly.
Yep.
So make sure you get your Beverly.
Best drink in the world. Makes a
really, it's a good drink. It's really a good drink. I'm laughing because it's a good drink. Yeah.
I can't do the Goo face. I can't do Goo's face, but Goo has like the classic face for Beverly.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I can't do Beverly without rolling my eyes because if you've tried it, you know. Carousel of Progress. That's another good nap one. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is a very good nap one. Especially if you get stuck on the Carousel of Progress and you get that extra scene. And it's not an extra scene. You just get to see the same scene twice. But talk about an additional 5 minutes or so. That's kind of nice.
Although I will have to say they really need to update it.
Yeah.
Because it goes. We were
watching that today, weren't we?
We were watching Myers and the Mouse, and they were on it, and it goes from the 40s straight into like the future, but it's no longer the future. It's like current times.
Yeah, try explaining that one to a 7-year-old.
The future scene in Carousel of Progress is no longer the future.
It's not the future. They do need to
update everything that's in there is here today. So yeah, they need to update. They really do need to update the Carousel of Progress.
It was interesting hearing Mama talk. So we watch Myers and the Mouse, one of the YouTubers that we watch.
I want
to talk about that in a second. But it was interesting to hear her talk. So apparently, and this is one of those, I need to Google it at some point, but apparently there is a connection to the characters in all four. Like if you listen to the names, you've got the great, did not, nope. Yeah. I'll be honest, did not know that. Did not, nope. I was this year's old when I realized that. So I just now figured that out. Yes. So, but that's the cool part about Disney. Okay, back this up. This is the cool thing about Disney is there's so much about Disney that you're this year's old when you come to an aha moment or a realization about something. So
I came to an aha moment Cassie. Like
I hope, Cassie, I hope that 100% is for me and you support me and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I think it was for me and updating updating Carousel.
Okay, yeah, because we're that far behind on things. So yeah. Okay, so fireworks dining package at Rose and Crown. So Megan, when you and Eric do this, and I need to get with you separately because I need to find out when you guys are going down. By the way,
she's gonna pick your brain.
I have a couple requests. Nothing that will hinder your trip, I promise. And Cassie, since I know you're going down in 38 days, I got a couple requests for you.
And
Eric, heads up.
Eric and Sean are going down soon too.
Yeah, I know they're going pretty soon. Yeah. Cassie, yes to both. Thank you, Cassie. We love you too. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, no, it's me. Yeah, okay. Nice try. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. Megan, you will have to let us know how
Yeah.
that dining package. So I've done the dining package for Fantasmic. We've done
Yes,
it
we did.
twice
Yes.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Really awesome.
Really good. Yeah.
But I would like to, I've read about these other dining packages out there, and even like the dessert for the fireworks at Magic Kingdom. One of these years, I would like to do that. Unfortunately, just dessert, and I think it costs like over $100 a person.
I thought we did that one time.
No, I was going to, but it's a lot of money for just dessert and fireworks. Are you sure? I mean,
I could have swore we did that, but I don't know.
I don't know. It just seems like a lot of money for just dessert versus the Fantasmic dining package. It was what, 60?
Oh, cool! You're gonna be there for 4th of July. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, the Rose and Crown. All your alcohol is included. Ooh.
That'll be for a trip without Virginia.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Unfortunately, she's watching and she just heard me say that.
Yeah, she did. She's like, "What? You're going to Disney without me? What?
They'll be there. Oh, they'll be there around the same time as Megan.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
That's it. I'm coming down. Somebody save a spot.
I won't be coming because I'll be working. I most likely, because 4th of July is on a Friday, I will be working on the 4th of July.
Look at Cassie's gonna be there too. Oh my gosh, you guys.
What?
Need like a JLV reunion or something like that. Yeah. Well, if anybody could bunk me for a night or two, I would totally be down there. But unfortunately, we do not unfortunately about the family part. We do have family coming up.
Yes.
That weekend, so I really shouldn't go down to Disney. Anyway.
So thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share it out.
Hit the notification bell. We do try to be, we're really working to be consistent and live.
Trying to do this, the live 7 o'clock on Sundays.
Yep.
We will be here we may have something specific to talk about, or we may just be doing what we're doing tonight.
Right now and just totally going with it.
Winging it.
Yep.
Please trek.
Oh, that's right, Megan. They're staying on property.
Please check out Tribute Band Central if you like tribute bands. Really fun, cool stuff. Great guy that runs it. Please check out my channel, Juju's Collectibles Corner. And now I am done with self-promoting and all that stuff.
Well, I'm not done with promoting though. Oh. If you are looking to book a Disney vacation, make sure you check out Stephanie with Mickey Guru Travel Company. See, I don't have this stuff written down. I almost need this stuff written down. We need to start doing little comments on the side. So
and JMT Travel Group.
And then JMT Travel Group, she does Disney, but she does
other
all
things,
the luxurious type travel.
She does all that other stuff. If you want to go to the Bahamas, the Caribbean, Jamaica,
which Stephanie
will do that too.
Stephanie's group does that too, but they're more Disney. They know Disney very well. So highly recommend them. And I forgot, Megan said that they were staying on property.
That's right.
They're staying over at the Flamingo territory that we're familiar with. So yeah.
A lot of those hotels over there, Megan, were really great.
Yeah, they were really
cool.
I did a video last year or the year before, I can't remember. It's on the JLV Moments.
Yes, it is.
It was one of the newer hotels at the time. And what I really liked about it was that it was a studio room, but it had that because it was a Homewood. I think it was Homewood, if I remember correctly. But it had that mini kitchen, so it had a full fridge. The ability to cook in the microwave and a stovetop. It didn't have a stove, but it had a stovetop kind of deal, so that was kind of cool. So
it was fun.
So you could do
lots of room too.
Right there, lots of room.
Because she was a toddler back then.
No, the one time we went that I did the video, she didn't go with us.
Oh, she wasn't with us. Okay.
Yeah, but there would have been room. There was a fold-out couch and all that kind of stuff, so there would have been plenty of room. So lots and lots of fun. I was going to talk about something else, and now I can't remember what it was.
I'm just going to throw this on there.
Okay. I feel like I was going to talk about something else. I don't remember. I don't know. I totally lost my train of thought.
Oh, so I have yet to watch it, but if any of you are Star Wars fans, we are so far behind on the Star Wars series on Disney Plus. I think we've only finished season 1 of Mandalorian.
I feel like we watched season.
I think we've watched season 2
I think we
Mandalorian
watched
as well.
season 2.
But we haven't finished Boba Fett. We haven't finished Obi-Wan. We haven't watched Skeleton Crew. But I've heard really, really good things about Andor and the new season and how well they did with tying it to the movie of Rogue One. So it's like really, really cohesive. The character development from what I've heard is very good. And a friend of mine who works in the movie industry says that there are really great possibilities of doing like origin stories for some of the characters in Andor. So
Thanks, Cassie. Yes, we know.
Disney, if you're watching, let's see some origin stories.
And Cassie, you of all people know you used to have a little one. You know that you just can't get things done when you got a little one. She's not so little anymore.
She's not so little, but now it actually it was easier when she was
super little,
oblivious to everything that was going on and didn't figure things out.
Not anymore.
Now we cannot watch certain shows.
Yeah.
Because she asks questions.
Yep. I will tell you a lot of questions. Yeah, we are definitely in the questions.
She is a very inquisitive child.
Which is good. You want them to ask questions. It is a great thing. But we're on, day 2 of summer break?
Now remember, she is watching.
When does school start again, y'all?
Remember, she is watching.
I know. She knows.
Actually, I don't know if she's watching.
She
might have her headphones and tablet on now.
Yeah, who knows? She might have been like, Mommy and Daddy are boring. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. But gosh, I am just not on it. This is why I have a list, and this is why I need to stick to it.
She's been very unprepared today.
Yeah, it's okay.
She
technically vacation.
She did get her insight videos done.
I did do some insight videos. So that was a big thing.
I have those to edit throughout the week.
Yep.
As long as she gets me descriptions and thumbnails.
I sent you one already.
Yeah, I know.
And 2 actually. Well, 2 if you count the one video.
Yeah, the one from last week that's been sitting here waiting for.
So going back to the Epcot fireworks, apparently this is a new show. It's only been around for a little while. I don't know the dates of when it officially started. If this is really a new show, it gave me a lot of feeling of what they've done, like maybe a handful of years ago, before the tacos. I liked the tacos, okay?
I like that show too.
And if you know Harmonious, you would know what we're talking about.
I liked Harmonious. I thought it was really cool.
I thought it was really good. I loved the music. I loved everything that was with it, but apparently people didn't like the tacos.
No, they did not like it.
I don't know if this is a rehash show that they pulled up or if this really is truly new. I haven't done the research on it. So I watched it for the first time last night or the night before.
What's it called?
Illuminous.
Okay.
Somebody feel free to correct me if I'm wrong.
Or is it Luminous?
I thought it was Illuminate, like ILL, or is it just Luminous?
I think it's Luminous.
Yeah. Well, Megan's got the deal. So
yeah, Megan will. She'll let us know.
But I really felt like I was getting deja vu when I was watching it. So either I have seen it before and it's been out that long, which I don't think it has, or it really is a rehash show from some other stuff. So I could be totally wrong, but
there's no telling.
Lots of fireworks, of course. What I do like about it is that they do say welcome from all the countries. So, and again, I feel like that's rehashed. I feel like they did that earlier.
It may not be rehashed. It's just been,
Luminous.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Luminous. That's what I thought.
I was going to say, if we got our Disney, we always have backups.
I think Ron has shown it. I think.
Well, that's what I think I was watching, like on Friday or Thursday night or something like that. It was one of those guys, and it might have even been Wednesday night. And they were at Epcot showing it. So
because I know Goo's been doing a lot of Epic stuff right now because it's so new and everything.
It's all new. And I know it was Ron because, and again, I don't remember what day it was, but it was just a handful of days ago. He ended up at the France Pavilion and showed the French show. I don't know what it is, but I can't remember what it's called. We've only been back there to eat the food,
Yeah.
but there is a show back there it's similar. It reminded me of what we've seen from China and Canada, where it's got the couple screens and it's up above and things
Gotcha.
like that. So it's got that similarity to it, but it's France. So
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, we liked Harmonious too, Megan.
Oh yeah, I mean I joke about the tacos, but
Yeah.
I really liked it too. I thought it was great. But during the day, you had these pictures, or you had all this stuff just sitting there, and that I know that got.
And I'm going to bring up something that we talked about in an older video, or actually an older stream. But if you have a chance to go and eat at the restaurant in France, in the France Pavilion, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I can't remember the name of that one.
The food was incredible. And for the first time in my life, I had escargot, and it was great. It was really, really good. So, Megan, if you guys have not been to the restaurant at France, try to get a reservation and go. It was really, really good.
So it's just simply called Chef de France.
Chef de France.
Chef de France.
Chef de France.
We'll say that with an accent. France. No, I agree.
Not Francois.
Not Francois.
France.
I do agree. The food was amazing, and I cannot remember what we got. The main course.
Yeah, I know we both had the escargot.
Is that horrible? Like, the escargot was amazing.
And that's the one thing that I remember the most, because I was so nervous about eating it, but I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to try something new.
I'm looking up the menu right now. I'm looking up the menu.
And it was awesome.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
They've been there before.
That doesn't surprise me, Megan.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Good food.
And then thankfully our server brought us extra bread. Oh. And we were dipping it into the garlic sauce that was in the escargot.
It was the I'm going to say the beef bourguignon or whatever that is.
Beef bourguignon.
Beef bourguignon. Is that how you say it? Beef?
Right
there. Beef?
Yeah, beef bourguignon.
Yeah. I am not a French.
It was great.
Italian, Spanish, I can do that. French, not so much.
So yeah. My rehash from one of our streams, definitely check that restaurant out. It was really great.
Now. I want to go eat this.
I want some escargot.
No, that was really good, and it was nice to go. That was one of the trips that we went without Virginia.
Yes.
So we didn't have to worry about the extra food.
That's another. That's an idea that I gave her about an Disney Insight.
Yeah.
For all those parents with kids who are picky eaters.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm looking at the people that I know are on here now, and I think all of you have older kids, so you're kind of like, yeah, we don't need to talk about that, but
have yet to have kids.
But what's been very fascinating is
we might have to come visit you, Megan.
I'm all for it. Let's go. Can we go now? When can we be there? 2 days, probably.
Probably, yeah. If we're driving.
But there's definitely, you learn what Disney does to make your life as a parent easier.
Oh yeah.
I still think. Go ahead. Sorry.
Disney is very accommodating.
Mm-hmm.
They will, unless it's something completely ridiculous. Disney is pretty darn accommodating to their guests.
Yeah. Be reasonable, of course. Be reasonable. But going back to the Disney cruise that we were just on it was like 5 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's almost a month ago.
It's been almost a month. It hasn't been 5 weeks, but like 3 weeks. Feels like it was 100 years ago, but that cruise was so awesome.
Oh, she says it's easy. I'll teach you.
Oh, thank you. There we go.
I'm good. I like to cook. I really do.
Yeah, he does. He does like to cook.
I love cooking.
Yep. But what I found fascinating, and it wasn't at our table, it was another table. I think it was during lunch time, and there was a mom that was cutting up the food for her kid, for her little one, and one of the servers comes over and says, "Oh no, you're on vacation. Like, will you do this?
Yeah, let me do this.
Let me do this." And he cut the food up for her. I thought that was the cutest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but because they're right. You're on vacation too. Yeah, enjoy it,
Yeah.
Because as a mom, it's hard to get away sometimes. So, speaking of that, anyone up for a women's trip? Let me know. So there. Anyway, I love y'all.
Mm-hmm. See, I've never gone to Disney on my own.
I really haven't either.
But Lori and Virginia have gone on their own before.
Yes. Yep. I'll be honest. I love you very dearly, and I'd rather have you there. But that is definitely a core memory for her and a core memory for me.
Definitely.
Because we had all these little moments of just mom daughter, and so as much as we missed you, and we were glad you came and visited us, and then had to go back.
had to go back. Came down for a couple of days and then went back home.
But she actually just asked today if we would ever do a trip like that again.
I'm sure they will.
So yeah, so another one of those bucket lists or things that we want to do again.
Yeah, it was fun. The room was cool because we stayed in one of the princess rooms at Riverside.
Yeah.
Port Orleans.
Yeah, Port Orleans, Riverside, and that was
so it was really cool.
Yep. Oh my gosh, we have just been talking nonstop for 45 minutes. Hey, thank you guys for keeping us.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Okay, so she asked again about being in that room. And I started to do a little research and then I got sidetracked with a bunch of stuff today. But it looks like those rooms are not available anymore, that they're maybe refurbishing them. So this is another thing that I'm going to have to do a little research on. And I know they have been working for years now to get all of the rooms at Disney resorts refurbished. Part of it is just a lot of them have been around for a long time, but getting rid of the carpet. Because let's face it, hotel rooms and carpet just any place in carpet after so many years, kind of gross.
Yeah.
So they're all going to was it laminate?
Probably LVP.
LVP. The
luxury
LVP
vinyl.
Floor, yeah. And so that's what it looks like. Port Orleans, at least French side has been doing. I think what I was reading is is it French Quarter?
Yeah.
Riverside, it looks like that is starting either now or in the next month or so. And so I think those rooms are part of that too. Because I did the little look-see to see if I could book things, and they're either just that booked up, which I don't think they are.
You never know.
Because the week we went, this was 2 years ago, we went the week after school got out. So typically that's a busier time. And we had a room and we had no neighbors.
That's true.
We had nobody that whole direction
down. Is true.
And they actually had moved us to a room because the one we were in, the AC was wrong. So they had to move us to a room. So again, there was nobody that whole week. So I really have to believe that they're doing some refurbishing for those rooms not to be available. But just my thought. So maybe next year we'll do that.
We'll see.
But yeah, the Royal Room I will tell you, it is a lot of fun for being a smaller room. It's just a lot of little fun things about Disney in that room. And I do love Port Orleans, Riverside. That is my favorite moderate resort.
Yeah, it's fun. I love being able to take the boat.
Yeah. Can take the boat to Disney Springs. So that's a lot of fun. I don't know, just their whole setup too. Yeehaw Bob is in the bar there. So if anybody
really good food.
Yeehaw Bob. Food's really good. It's just a neat setup.
Great store.
Yeah, love the setup. Kind of like Pop Century. Pop Century is one of my
favorite value resorts. Great value resort.
Great setup. Just a really great setup overall. So.
Yeah, we met the owner of the comic spot there.
Yes, we did.
And we finally got to go to Mike. Mike at the comic spot.
Yeah, we finally got to see him. When we went to Clearwater.
Yep. So we very randomly met a guy and his family who owns a comic book shop in Clearwater, Florida. Actually, I don't know if it's I think it's Clearwater. Is it Clearwater?
No, it's a Tampa. It's Tampa, but it's not a Tampa address, if I remember correctly. But it's the Tampa Bay area.
But the cool thing about his shop, so it's called the Comic Spot. He actually has his own line of Loungefly Disney exclusive bags that you can only get from him, as well as pins. He's got Disney pins that he has through. Somehow he was able to work some kind of deal out, but his Loungeflies are the big deal. That's what they really sell a lot of. And they're really cool bags. Lori and Virginia actually have a couple of them.
Yeah, we'll have to show them. Maybe we'll show them next week. We'll show them the.
And then of course me.
That we had. Yeah.
Of course me. I was all about the comic books because I'm a comic book nerd. But it's when we went, so we went and visited his shop for the first time back in
February.
February when we went to
Yep.
Clearwater, Florida for just a short little trip.
Just a short trip. Yep.
We drove over to his shop and met with him and talked to him and just hung out and shopped at the store, and it was really cool. But
Yep.
his like when he'll do comic book shows, like when MegaCon happened in Orlando. He had a big setup with his lounge flies. Just like he had towers, like 5 or 6 towers with lounge fly bags all over the place with different designs, and they're all exclusive to him. And there's really cool stuff.
Yep.
So you can order the stuff too online. So if you're a Disney bag collector, go to check out, just Google the Comic Spot in Tampa, and it will pull up, and you probably could order who knows how many of his lounge flies.
And they'll have new lounge flies come out about, I think, like every 2 months. I'll see some new stuff on there. So just really super cool. I got one that is based off of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and it glows in the dark. And I had never had an opportunity to have it glow in the dark. And the other night I turned off the light, and there it was glowing in the dark. It was really cool. So.
And then Virginia
got an
Incredibles. Incredibles one.
Yeah, it was very cool. Very cool.
He's got a bunch of Funko Pops too. So if you're into Funko Pops,
really big in Funko Pops. He's got trading pins, all that kind of stuff too. So lots of stuff called the Comic Spot. Check it out on Facebook, or if you're in the Tampa area, go check out the store.
For sure. Or check out their website.
Check out their website. So we've got maybe about 9 minutes left, because we do want to keep these to an hour. Do we want to talk about some upcoming things that we want to do? I love how okay, so here's how it works, y'all. It's a husband and wife. We'll talk, right? We have conversations. And I'll say, hey, did you ever take the trash out? And then 5 minutes later, he'll be like, did you ask me to take the trash out? Yes, I did. I mean, or that's a really bad example, but you? Yeah.
What?
Does anybody else have these issues? Because I certainly do. I'm sure other people. It's like, I know you don't have, what is it? You said that it's not that you can't hear me, it's that you have selective hearing. No. What?
I can hear everything.
Oh, you hear everything. Okay.
I just don't always listen.
Oh. How about you don't always process?
Oh, no, I process. Like I said, I hear everything. I process everything, but I don't always listen.
See, Megan understands me. Megan understands. You know what it's like.
So,
okay.
I'm just, all right. And it's definitely it's selective hearing.
Yeah. So we're gonna put another shout out to one of the other YouTubers that we watch, and I really want.
We'll shout out to every YouTuber we watch. They're awesome.
They're awesome. Actually, I just discovered another young couple today, which I'm sure all of you have probably heard of. They're called Park Hoppers, so I can't wait to watch more of their stuff. I just subscribed to them, so I'm so excited to check out more of their stuff. They were at Epcot as we were starting out here, and it clearly had downpoured. They were walking through puddles, and we're talking lakes kind of stuff. So I'm hoping that the rain has moved out of Florida and they're able to enjoy tonight. I know they had a couple things that they had planned to do. So I do hope to watch them a little bit more. But we were watching Mouse Talk is another one. They have actually been around for quite a while.
As of yesterday. 10 years.
Yep, 10 years since their very first stream. So congratulations to Mouse
10
Talk.
years. Yesterday was their 10-year YouTube anniversary. First time they 10 years ago on the 24th of May, they started their first YouTube.
So go check them out. But they did. So Walt and Melissa is Mouse Talk, and they put together a bracket, so to speak.
Well, Walt's put together.
Melissa helped.
Yes, she did. That is true. That is true. She did.
But they put together a bracket for villains,
like NCAA style.
Yeah, and then people could go on and vote.
And it was a tournament of villains.
Yep.
Some of the villains were a little questionable, in my opinion.
Well, okay, that's not my point. Hold on. But that got us into talking about some challenges that we could potentially do that's home based, obviously not going to the parks because we're not going to have the ability to go to the parks anytime soon.
Yep.
But that is home based. So,
So next week,
our first challenge. Do you remember what I talked about?
well, we were going to watch the animated films.
Yes.
Now, these are the animated Disney movies.
Animated, you guys.
This
animated.
is not Pixar. This is the Disney Animation Studios animated movies.
Yes.
We are going to work on watching them in order.
Yep.
From the release date or release year up until current. So we started Snow White, but we have not finished it
we
because
did it an hour and 34 minutes, and we couldn't manage to finish
Yeah.
Snow White.
and somebody, not naming any names,
Who
but I
just walked
will,
into
but
the
I
room.
will point fingers, had like no interest whatsoever
No.
at all.
How can you not like Snow White? What the heck?
The part that was freaking me out is the
Ooh,
part.
Grand Destino was great. We stayed there one
Yeah,
time. It was nice.
Yeah, we haven't stayed at Poly, but we have stayed at Grand. Okay, you just totally interrupted your daughter.
Well, she interrupted me.
Okay, so we're gonna finish up Snow White
White.
at some point.
At some point. But and then so when we finish up Snow White, we will have it finished this week.
Yes.
So that we can talk about it next week.
Yeah. My hope is we have maybe one or two more finished.
Yeah.
So that
I
we've
would
got a
hope so,
couple to talk about.
Yeah.
But we'll put the list together. We'll present it. And just can you just give me a second to finish talking? No,
So thoughts for everybody who's watching and still here with us.
Yeah.
Let us know. Like, leave a comment. What is your favorite Disney animated movie?
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to talk about it because, this does include movies like The Black Cauldron.
Yes, which I have never seen.
I can safely say I've never seen it.
The Aristocats.
I
It's
have
been
seen that one.
forever
Yeah,
since
have
I've seen that.
Pocahontas.
It's been a long time since I've seen
I
that.
have never seen Pocahontas because it came out at a time that I just wasn't watching Disney movies.
Yep.
So yeah, even though we've had Disney Plus for how many years now?
Yeah.
I have
Since
not
it
watched
started.
Pocahontas. Yeah. So animated movies.
Yes,
Like we're just sticking with the
movies.
animated movies.
And
I don't
it's-
know how many there are.
and
We'll
it's
figure this out.
just Disney animated movies. We're not
Yeah.
including Pixar right now because
No.
Pixar
That's a whole
is
nother
a
realm
whole nother realm.
Oh, Megan, Beauty and the Beast. That one I hold to my heart. I went and saw that with my mom. And my mom's still alive and everything, but I went and saw that one with my mom.
Here's another. So here's
Yeah,
one.
that was
Here's
super
another
fun.
one to think about
Okay,
too.
can you please
What
come
was
up
the
here?
first Disney animated movie that you saw in a theater?
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Because I remember mine. I
Mine,
remember mine, but I don't know if it
Mine, I think, was Moana 2.
your first Disney animated.
Yeah. I think
Did we
Moana-
take her to see Did we take her to see Frozen 2? No, I don't think
No,
we did.
mm-mm.
No,
I think
yeah,
Moana 2
Moana
was.
2
I was not even born yet.
for
Yeah,
Frozen 2.
For me,
you
it
were.
was Oliver and Company. That was the
So,
first one I saw.
I
in the
have
theater.
conflicting reports. Because back in the day, and I got to go back and look and see.
That's
Yes,
pretty good
Megan.
that you remember that. Do you remember it being 3 years old?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean,
Hold on.
seriously.
Stop. That is the fact that you
Yeah.
were 3 when Little Mermaid came out. I feel old. So I have conflicting reports.
Well, she is. They are.
I know.
younger
I'm
than
just an old person. So it was either Fox and the Hound or it was Robin
I
Hood.
forgot about Fox and the Hound.
And I know Disney had done this thing where they released a movie and then 7 years later they would release it, and they started to do that with their VA. I learned this from watching one of the Disney Inside things on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Those documentaries are actually kind of cool.
They're really good.
Don't tell Julian I said that.
Because I love documentaries.
Yeah, they're actually really good.
I'm watching Turning Point, the Vietnam War right now on Netflix.
Yeah, so it was either Fox and the Hound or it was Robin Hood. So I'm gonna have to go back and see when they actually came out. But
She says she really doesn't remember.
yeah. I was like, how did your parents get you to sit?
Exactly.
for
How did you sit
that
still for that
long?
long?
We can't even get this one to sit still. I mean, my gosh.
See?
Oh.
Like,
She's
It's
got
just
she
that she's got more energy than
she's got wiggles. And
Yeah.
the wiggles are crazy right
Yeah.
now. She is a
Okay,
wiggler.
okay, she is a wiggler. She's a wiggler. So that's what we're gonna do. And we will come back and
Well,
share,
and we'll talk about
and
them.
we'll talk about it. And so, if anybody wants homework between May 25th and June 1st is next Sunday. Dang it!
What is your favorite Disney animated movie? And it's the Disney animated movie from the Disney Animation Studios.
Yep.
And
Watch 'em.
what was the first one that you ever saw in a theater?
Fox and the Hound was 81, so maybe it was Fox and the Hound.
See, for me, it was Oliver and Company because wasn't really, I don't know, I just didn't think about it. Now, the first movie I ever saw in theater was E.T. I do remember
so here's
that.
the question: is Oliver and Company really a Disney animated film?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. She says yes, so therefore it must be. But we will wait to talk about all of that as we go through the summer watching animated movies. So
Yes, that's it.
there
Yep.
we go. Okay, it is after 8 o'clock.
It's time for her to go to bed.
It's time for her to go to bed.
No, I get to stay away.
Who said?
It's summer break.
Seriously,
Did
pray
any,
for us, y'all.
did any
Pray
of you
for
say
us.
that she could stay up
Yeah,
late?
I didn't say she could say. All I have to say is pray for us. Please pray for us.
We're in
So
trouble.
81 was Fox and the Hound. That had to have been my first one because I don't think I would remember that. But I do remember, that's not an animated movie, Eric, but that is a good movie. Ow, will you please stop poking me in my shoulder?
It's been a long time since I've seen any of the Herbie movies.
Robin Hood, I have images of, so that must have been my second.
Now, Robin Hood would have been a re-release, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I was a little conflicted. But if Fox and the Hound came out in 81, that probably was definitely my first.
Robin Hood is my favorite.
And I think
Well, actually, I can't say that.
The Great.
I forgot. I've got two favorites.
The Great Mouse Detective.
The Great Mouse Detective and Robin Hood. Yep. I love those two animated films.
Yep.
They are awesome.
All right. I got Wiggly Pants over here that won't stop playing with any of my stuff or poking me. So wait. Why is everyone picking on me tonight? Okay. I need a girls' weekend. Cassie, when are you guys going again?
I need to talk to you.
Megan, can I join you guys? Eric? Anybody? Sean? You out
No.
Okay. All right.
If anybody's watching with Ooh da lolly.
Ooh da lolly. Golly, what a day. Yes, I do know that song way too well.
The Alan Adale character was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The rooster, Alan Adale.
Okay, but oh gosh, no, because I want to talk, but I can't talk because we're going to watch the movies and then talk about it. So I'm going to.
Okay. All right, we'll save the rest of the chat for next week.
For next week.
She said, yes, you can.
Megan, I will text you. I know. Unfortunately, again, I keep saying unfortunately. I don't mean unfortunately. Unfortunately, I can't go down there because fortunately, we do have family coming up. So,
yes, we do.
But I will find a weekend, that's for sure. All right.
She will.
It is time for us to go.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Like, subscribe, comment, share out.
Yep.
Smash the subscribe button.
Say that one more time.
Smash the subscribe button like Hulk.
Smash the
like the Hulk.
Like the Hulk. Please also watch the other videos that we've posted on here. Please share them out. And if you know anyone that is heading out to Disney or just wants some travel advice with a 7-year-old,
if they have questions,
reach out to us.
Yeah. Ask them.
We can totally help out.
Mention our videos to them.
Oh, Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, Lady and the Tramp. I like that one.
I will stop because I could sing all these songs to Doomsday and then some.
Mine is Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't her first one, y'all, by the way. That's just her favorite. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, y'all. We'll see you next week. Watch our videos, please. Bye.
Bye. Juju's Collectibles Corner.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all later.